This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So Paul Pierce pulled up on Shannon Sharpe to discuss the GOAT debate.
Why is it you don't think that Jordan is better than LeBron? But is this a statistical thing? Then if it was, then why don't we say Kareem was the greatest before LeBron did
but
that?
see, that was. But here's the thing, because people say championships, but they crown Jordan as the greatest players when he had none. If you go back and look at the late 80s and late 80s.
They crowned him as the best player in the league.
They said he was the greatest player that we'd ever seen, and he had no championship.
They didn't call him the GOAT, though.
But first of all.
They didn't call him the GOAT.
They said he was the greatest player
we've ever seen.
Yeah. Jordan was never asked to do what LeBron has been asked to do. The Jordan had a specific task. They asked LeBron, said, LeBron, we need you to give us 27, we need you to give us 10, and we need you to give us 10. And we need you to do that every night. And in the meantime, we still need you to guard the best player.
All right, I will say this. LeBron has the greatest of all time influence on winning.
Okay.
Like, from day one, you put him on this team, they're a threat.
They're a better team than what if he's not on it.
Well, you can say that about Jordan, but just like his influence on winning is greater than Jordan.
Okay.
Because when you look at the teams he took to the finals, it's like, you dragged them?
You
dragged them too?
That 2018 team ain't got no business in the finals.
But then you kind of erase that because then you be like, how did you lose when you had this?
I think if you think about it, the only time that I think LeBron really should have won the championship was against the Dallas Mavericks. He wasn't favored in any other championship, really.
Does the journey matter? How you win? Does that matter?
It does to me.
It matters, right?
It does.
Like, because if you're saying Kobe became something different because he stuck it out with the Lakers and won without Shaq, that matters.
Yeah.
That's elevated Kobe.
Well,
right?
see, if they could have got him pieces, do you think Kobe win if he doesn't get Powell? If they don't get Metal?
Powell is not a top 75 player.
But I'm saying if they don't get him.
No, they don't.
LeBron couldn't get nobody to come to Cleveland. Bro, think about it. He got Timofey Mozgov, $75 million. He had Dellavedova. Dellavedova is your starting partner.
Up there.
See, that's my point. That's what he was up against. Just imagine if Jerry West was his GM. He would have knew what pieces to put around LeBron.
But that's what makes the journey matter. Like, when you go through the rough times, like me and Cole, like we talked about earlier, we were like, oh, the journey's over, but he stuck it out.
Yeah.
And that meant something.
Right.
For him to stay a Laker and wait for them to see if they were going to do something.
Right.
He never ran.
LeBron waited.
What year was it?
Yeah, like year 7. He just realized
what year did Jordan win? 7 or 8?
Yeah. But here's the thing. They got him Scottie Pippen. They got him Holmgren.
Scottie became something. They don't know Scottie. They didn't go get Scottie Pippen. They drafted well.
But what I'm saying, they weren't drafting well though, truth.
But they were trying to do everything to get him. They got Ben Wallace, Shaq, Antoine. They was trying.
But Ben Wallace was my age.
Yeah, I mean.
Shaq was my age.
But you think about this, the great players, people always gravitate towards the great players.
Yes.
The good role players gravitate.
Yeah, but they ain't going to Cleveland to gravitate towards them.
Why not?
Because I ain't trying to go to Cleveland.
Like Milwaukee won.
Yeah.
Denver won. Who want to go there?
What's up? Back with another one. So in this audio, you were listening to Paul Pierce and Shannon Sharpe, and they were discussing the GOAT debate, one of the most heated and ongoing conversations in basketball history. Every time LeBron James's name comes up in that conversation, he's automatically compared to Michael Jordan. And unfortunately, a lot of people seem to think he's not even close. But when you really sit down and listen to what was being said, you realize it's deeper than just rings and stats. LeBron has carried more weight on his shoulders than most players ever had to. He's been expected to do it all: score, pass, rebound, defend, lead, and do it every single night for nearly 2 decades. The man has walked into teams that were straight up struggling and immediately transformed them into contenders. That's not just talent, that's impact. But the problem is, people always move the goalposts when it comes to LeBron. When he loses, it's his fault. But when he wins, they say he had help. Meanwhile, Jordan had Hall of Fame level help too, but it's never brought up in the same way. Another thing that came up was how people used the excuse that no one wanted to go to Cleveland to play with LeBron, like that's supposed to be a reason for why he couldn't get more titles early on.